The Quality Assurance and Capacity Building Unit oversees the annual quality assessment visits to over 650 child care centres across Toronto. We would like to share with you Children's Services' revised measurement tool, the Assessment for Quality Improvement, and review the expectations and processes related to the measure. Children are visual and tactile learners, so it is critical that they are immersed in a positive social learning environment that offers opportunities to extend learning and promote problem solving. Your interactions with children will have a long-lasting impact. They will support learning and foster a child's self-esteem. There are 5 consistent commonalities for all program sections of the assessment measure to advance quality. 1. Interactions. 2. Observations and documentation. 3. Purposeful planning. 4. Accessible versus available. And 5. Inclusive environments. Educators need to role model positive social interactions to set the stage for children to participate. By engaging in both spontaneous and planned experiences, educators can foster communication and extend the learning. These experiences are based on the cues and interests of the children. It is important that your observations are completed for each individual child with a range of frequency depending on the room. Infant, toddler, and preschool observations are completed weekly, whereas full-day kindergarten and school age are completed monthly. During the summer, full-day kindergarten programs complete child observations weekly. These observations are to be used for purposeful planning of learning experiences. For example, if a child is demonstrating an interest in nature, then areas within the room can incorporate this interest. You could add books about nature to the reading areas, include rocks, a microscope, shells, or leaves in the science area, paint pine cones as an art experience, or include leaves that you've collected on a nature walk in the sensory area. The playroom environment should be developmentally appropriate, organized, and set up to promote children's participation and peer interaction. By using the environment as the third teacher, the play materials and displays are inclusive and accessible for independent use. Educators need to be flexible within their environment and with their interactions to meet the needs of the children. Room displays should be inclusive to culture and abilities, as well as including artwork and photos of the children and their families. A component within the AQI is recognizing the difference between accessible and available. Accessible means the play materials are out in the room environment, where children are independently able to access the materials. Available means the play materials are stored on a high shelf or storage cupboard, and a child needs to ask for it. For children to follow their own learning path, they need to have the play materials and equipment at their fingertips to be able to use the materials as they see fit. The preconceived expectation of how the learning opportunity should go is second to how the child actually completes the experience. If a block learning experience is set up with various accessories such as farm animals, trucks, and cars, the child has the freedom to access and use whatever they are interested in. Through ongoing observations, the educators are able to see that interest and plan future experiences that enhance and challenge the child to continue to expand their developmental skills. Educators play an important role in a young child's life. Research has proven children who have access to high-quality early learning experiences support their lifelong learning. High-quality programs must have educators who are responsive to children's individual needs and who provide opportunities for growth in all areas of development. Educators need to recognize that play is a natural way for children to learn and provide a rich environment that is both interesting and safe for children to explore. The assessment measure serves as a resource to support educators in engaging children to follow their interests and cues. It also connects with the 2 provincial documents, the Early Learning Framework and How Does Learning Happen? Ontario's Pedagogy for the Early Years. By observing the child and following their cues and interests, educators are able to provide a program that supports a child's curiosity by having diverse, developmentally appropriate play materials and equipment accessible. How Does Learning Happen? Speaks to 4 foundations: belonging, well-being, engagement, and expression. When you review these 4 foundations, the AQI connects with all 4 areas. For example, it creates context for learning through exploration, play, and inquiry, and fostering communication and expression. These areas are embedded throughout the assessment measure, as they are key components of the high-quality early learning programs. You should remember Achieving a rating of 3 is completely acceptable.
I think we can get carried away about the scores and the numbers, and it's not about that. It's about maintaining the quality that we aim for. We're committed to our families, to our community, and that's what drives us. It's good to know how, you know, somebody else is seeing our job, but it's really about the quality, and it's about the children.
All children benefit if educators offer a well-balanced and rich environment that is accessible and children are able to engage in meaningful play opportunities. It is important to remember that advancing quality is an ongoing process. With your support, we can ensure that high-quality early learning programs are available to families across all communities. Each centre that has an annual assessment receives a Quality Makes a Difference sticker to display in their centre. The sticker assures families that the centre participates in an annual assessment process and acknowledges the hard work and dedication of the staff. Quality does make a difference. Together, we can ensure that high-quality early learning programs are available to families across Toronto. If you have any further questions about the assessment for quality improvement, please speak to your centre supervisor.